Okay, let's give Rehab our attention.
يلا رحاب يلا.
Hi everybody, my name is Rehab. I'm gonna talk about how sponges are made. First of all, have you ever wondered how the sponges that we are using in our daily life are made?
Never.
Okay. Mainly, I'm gonna talk about the process of manufacturing the sponges. But first, I'm gonna talk about some history. Okay. Can anyone tell me who's this?
SpongeBob.
What is it mainly? What is SpongeBob?
Sorry?
What?
He's a sponge.
He's a sponge.
Okay, it's a sea sponge. So our artificial sponges started from the sea sponges. Okay, there are many different varieties of sea sponges, and they have several shapes and different shapes and sizes. They can be large and branched, and they could be round and small, or in a tube shape. Also, they have very bright colors, but however, if one harvested them, the color will fade. What do I mean by harvested? When a person cuts a sponge, the sea sponge, the color will fade. So, the artificial sponges started mainly in the 1940s by a company called DuPont. There were three engineers who patented the cellulose sponge technology, and okay, did you understand what I meant by saying patented?
No, patented, no.
Okay. They invented something new, and the government gave them a guarantee that for their invention. Yeah. So those three engineers patented the cellulose sponge process, and the company held the secret until 1952, until it sold it into a company. It's called General Mills. In the second half of the 20th, cellulose sponges were rapidly common, and we didn't use the natural sponge anymore. So, the manufacturing process, there is 5 stages, and in every stage there is several steps. The first stage is mixing the ingredients, then making it a block with a press. The third stage is clean it and soft it. The fourth is cut it, and the last one is laminating. Okay, the first step, the first stage, the cellulose that we are using. The cellulose that we are using to make the sponge come in a big stiff sheets. So the workers will take the sheets and put them in a vat, so they will soft it and make it jelly-like. After they soft it, they will put in it sodium sulfate crystal, cut hemp fibers and dye. So then they will put it in a mold, so all the ingredients will be mixed together. The second stage, after the mixing, they will put it in a big rectangle molds. It's mainly 2 feet high and 2 feet wide and 6 feet long. After they put it in the mold, they will heat it. So the ingredients will start cooking, and as it cooks, the sodium sulfate will melt, and it will drain through the openings of through openings on the bottom of the mold, and the sodium sulfate molding leaves the structure, the characteristic of burst, which is the holes in the sponges. That's what the burrs is. And the size of the burrs depends on the sulfate and the sodium sulfate crystal size. Okay, the third stage, after the mix cools, it becomes a hard block. Then they will soak it in a bleach, so it will remove the dirt and it will make it softer, and it also will brighten the color. The additional then they will wash it in water. The additional washing will alter the texture. It will make it soft and pliable. And after the washing, they will lift it to dry and to prepare it for cutting. Okay. The fourth stage is the cutting. The workers will take the sponges into an automatical cutter. They will load each big triangle into the machine, and it will slice it into the desired size. Since the big block is rectangle, they will prefer to slice it into smaller rectangles, so there will not be any waste of sponges. Okay, the fifth stage is this is what we are using in our houses, and how we get it. This process called the laminating process. We will take the sponges and we will put a scouring bed attached into the other side. And how they will do it? They will take the sponge, put a strong glue, and they will put the scouring bed into it, and then they will put it in between the cylinders, so the cylinders will compress it. And also they do every sponge individually, so they will ensure the quality of it. After all the stages, they will go to the backing. They will seal them in plastic, and then they will box them, and then they will send them to a warehouse for further distribution. There is something that I didn't say. Some manufacturers do the cutting themselves, and some others send them to companies called converters. Those companies took the block as it was, as rectangles, and they will cut it at the customer's needs. So the cutting is the same. They will use it in a machine. And this is how we took our sponges, and thank you for listening. Do you have any questions?